um, be a little creative. So even if you just grab a pencil and a piece of paper and just doodle, draw shapes, uh, do whatever. But I'm hoping that you all have some good news, either yours or something you've heard on the news. I just thought we'd give you an opportunity to share something positive. So I'm just going to color, and if you're watching this by replay, feel free to type your good news in the chat. And when someone hops on, I don't see any faces here yet, but that's all right. I'll uh, repeat my opening, but it's just time to just relax and share some good news. So if you're here and you're just lurking, say hello so I can greet you, and tell me some good news, whether it's yours or something you heard on the news today. So one of my good news, it's a beautiful day. The sky is not too smoky. I'm in the middle of California and the weather's been horrible. Not the weather, the sky has been horrible because of all the wildfires in the state, which has just been heartbreaking to see. I don't know if you've been following that at all, but it's just been super bad, and the winds have been blowing the smoke here, so that has not been good. But today it's pretty blue out there. It's not too hot, so that's another good news. We're just going to just relax. Like I said, even if you don't feel like you're artistic, do you ever just doodle, like when you're in meetings, and just draw different shapes or whatever? Just little designs on the edges of your paper. I do that all the time. Maybe that's just me, but so even do that, or stick figures, whatever. Put something down on paper with just a plain old pencil, and that can be art. So I see a few numbers on the screen, but nobody's saying anything. Don't be shy. Tell me where you're from. Otherwise, I'll have to repeat all my good newses over and over again. And they're not that big of a deal, but good news is good news. So if you are I'm trying an experiment with this broadcast. So if you're willing, since I see that there are a few people here, tell me whether you're watching on Haps or watching on YouTube, or I don't remember if I connected Twitter for this one, but my worlds are colliding a little bit. My coloring world and my live stream world, I don't normally do them together. So if you're watching on YouTube because you follow me because of my coloring, let me know, so I know who I'm talking to. It's one of the things I knew would be trickier, not knowing exactly who was watching if I connected it and got all my people together in the same place. So I don't know if you are here from YouTube and you're here because you are into coloring like I'm doing here, or because you follow me on Haps or Twitter, or I normally don't color. We talk about other things, car shows and sunsets and things, but so tell me who you are and where you came from. Everybody's being shy. So let's see. What's the other good news that I can share? I haven't already. My hands are still working. That's good news. The birds are singing. That's good news. We're healthy. Family's healthy. That is always good news. I wish we could play. Well, I need to find some non-copyrighted music. That would be a better solution. That way, it's not quite so silent when everyone's being quiet. You know, I have to listen to my monologue that way. Sometimes it's good to just take a minute, even if it's just a few minutes. This little session's probably only going to be 10 minutes or so, and we've already covered 8 of them. It's long enough to do one of these little houses in Rita's book. And I'll go about my day. So I hope you are all well. Like I said, if you have been lurking, not willing to talk, that's totally fine. Or if you're watching the replay and you're willing to type in your good news for me to read later, that's fine too. But hopefully you'll be able to, if this hasn't been it for you, if you are listening to this in the middle of some busyness, hopefully you'll find some time to slow down today and find the good, find something good, just relax a little bit, find some quiet maybe, or just a private moment to relax and breathe. And I hope the kids are going to start walking home from school now. It might get loud. There's a high school down the street from my house, so. But I guess good news is that they're meeting in person and doing okay with that, doing well. It's good to see that getting back to normal. Hi, Anthony. I was just doing a quick little stream. Thank you. Just to see if just to give people an opportunity to share something good, share good news, or share just something positive, either good news of yours or something you heard on the news, a good story. It's been pretty quiet here though, so that's all right. If nothing else, we'll have just a 10-minute little opportunity to relax a little bit. So have you been working on any art yourself lately? I know you showed us some of your work in the past. It's funny, I'm trying an experiment with this page, or the last few pages, trying to, I was going to say emulate somebody else's style. That's not really what I'm trying to do, but there are a lot of different coloring styles that I admire, and so I'm trying to experiment with them and try to, maybe make them take some of what I like about their styles and make it mine. And yeah, so that means using a few different colors than I normally would and just trying some different things. But the problem is that I keep going back to what my normal is, which I think I just have to be okay with. But when there's a certain other colorist that I see that I think, oh, I really like the way that looks. But when I try to do it, it just either my hand just doesn't want to do it or it just doesn't turn out right. So it's been an interesting. It's not like I feel like my style is not as good as theirs, but I try to take what I like about theirs and incorporate it, which sometimes works better than others, but usually I just can't fully incorporate it. So started a new Rupert picture. Oh, nice. Share some of it on Heckle. Yeah, that would be great. I need to probably do some experimenting on Heckle too. I think my problem is I don't like that there's not a replay, so it feels kind of pointless. uh, Thank you. I appreciate that. But I'm hardly ever able to join any when they're live because of timing. And then when there's no replays, I haven't really made many connections there. Hey, Andrew. I haven't really made many connections there on Heckle because of that. So, and I have limited time, so I usually will want to stream where I know at least some people will be. So I've only done, I think, maybe one Heckle, maybe two. I'm not sure. I liked your walk earlier, Andrew. The landscape was really pretty. Thank you for sharing that. So the style that I'm trying to, incorporate some is from the lady who illustrates these books, and this isn't the best example. This is her coloring, but her account on Instagram, Rita's, you can always just tell it's hers by the way that she colors and the colors that she chooses, and I'm always so inspired. And she does a lot of like combining colors that I wouldn't normally put together. And I just can't see. Let's see, I tried it on this one, like some of these greens and browns right here, and then like some of the pinks and blues, and then like leaving the white edges on there. I kind of did okay on that one, but she is really good just about mixing colors that I wouldn't normally put together, and then leaving white around the edges to make things just a lot lighter. But mine tend to go, solid, solid like that, which is fine. But yeah, I don't know. So I'm just trying to experiment a little bit, but I keep ending up with my own. You have a loyal following on Perry with time zones, right? Thanks, Andrew. Yeah, me too, Anthony. I you kind of live for the replays and talking, like talking in that manner too. But I seem to have more live interactions on Periscope than I do here. But it could just be in the last year, and since I've been on Periscope or been on Haps, that there just has been less to show. But now that things are opening up again, and I've been able to do more, I have noticed more. Bonsoir, Fed. Bienvenue. Yeah, so I'm experimenting again. I connected my YouTube channel to this broadcast. Normally I don't, because the only YouTube things I have are my coloring things. So but I think where I started on that train of thought is like all my trees are green, and like this house is all orange, and this one's going to be all purple, and where she just like combines, like she'd have pink and purple and blue in her trees, and you know, not color coordinated houses and roofs. And when I see it, it's like, oh, that's so pretty. But I can't see. I see. Like I even tried to put a little bit of lavender in the gray, and you can hardly even see it. Hello, bonsoir. Um, but partly because so I see I'm doing my normal live stream thing where my train of thought gets derailed, but I connected my live stream to my YouTube channel, and the only the only things I really have on my YouTube channel are a few coloring things. So I thought it would be interesting to see like if any of my coloring world friends came on to watch a live stream, which I don't. Nobody said anything, so I don't know. I think you're all just my regulars. Here, I'm gonna put some blue in here, but just that those worlds colliding there would be different. And then I had another thought. See, I gotta write these things down because I started saying something else and I can't remember. Oh, about live streaming or coloring. I don't even know. But oh, I do know. I'm trying it. So that was one experiment with this thing, was connecting my YouTube channel. The other experiment is this illustrator, the lady who drew this book, just released a new book, and I'm waiting for it to arrive in the mail. Merci beaucoup, Fade. I appreciate that. Her new book she just released it, so I'm waiting for it to come in the mail. Oh, merci. And the theme of the book is traveling in Europe. So she's got several different cities that she visits in the book, and so she has drawn landmarks from there, and then just different things in her style, kind of like this. And it's a small book like this one is. So my goal is to take that book with me next year when I am traveling in Europe and color in it in Europe in my book about traveling in Europe. So I don't know, Andrew, if it is. I think there's only like 6 or 7 in it, 6 or 7 places, but I'm hoping she'll do more. Paris is in it though, so that got me. But I don't remember which cities are in it, but I don't think she made it to Scotland in this one. I think she had Paris, and I don't even know. I think there's some place in Portugal, and there's Brussels, and I don't know. Anyway, back to before I forget. So my goal is I will have a limited number of pencils that I can take with me. So I have this little cloth roll thing that will hold 24 pencils. So if I put in my little eraser pencil, my pencil-sized eraser, which I love, and like a gel pen, then I'll have room for 22 colors. And so my challenge for myself is to do her whole book with only those 22 pencils. So this is my second experiment now with a color palette, to see if I can do it if I can do it justice with just that few of pencils. And I think I can. I just have to get the right combination. So that's kind of what I've been doing in this page and this one that I just did last week, I think. I used almost the same pencils that I'm using right now. I've made a few swaps because I know because I missed one. But I need to find a way to have one more gray because I have a real light gray and I have black, and that wasn't enough variety. But that means I have to give up one of my colors. So I'm just experimenting to see what I can get away with. So I'm just going to do this for a few more minutes, and then I'm going to go read a chapter or 2 of Moby Dick, because I have a little bit more time today. I'm going to make sure to get that in, because last time It was, oh, Bruce. Hi. I didn't see that. Hello. Welcome. We're just kind of chatting. So just a few more minutes. But the title of the stream said to share good news or some positive story. So this is your opportunity. It's your turn to share just even a little piece. Like the good news that I shared was just that our sky is almost blue today, and that's very good news for here. I'm enjoying, and it's not 100 degrees. It's a beautiful day. So that's one piece of good news. So share something either that's good news that's yours or that you heard on the news. We all need good news. Because we know that there's a lot of bad news out there, but good stuff is happening in the world. We found out that there are a few families that got evacuated out of Afghanistan last week that are settling in our town. So it's been really cool to see people joining together to outfit. They found how they were, whatever resettlement organization was working with them has got them a house, and so people are gathering the furniture and supplies and appliances and all that they will need until they can find a permanent place to go. But so that's been great news just to watch that. That's been really good. There was actually some United States citizens who were in Afghanistan visiting family there, and I don't know if they have made it out yet. I think some of them did, but I don't know that all of them did. Okay, so that was not a bad experiment, that purple and blue on the roof. That is good news for you, Anthony. Nice summer weather back. Oh, next week. Yeah, because it seems like a lot of your neck of the world there and in France too, from my other contacts, have had unseasonably cool, rainy weather this summer. Is that right? So you're all ready to dry out and thaw out a little bit. We've had the opposite. It's been so hot. But I'm grateful for that good news for you, and I bet you are too. So, okay, Anthony shared his good news. Who's next? Somebody's got to have good news. Even if it's little. Did you? Oh no. Well, I'm in the opposite. If the screen is the United States, Ida's over here, and I'm over here. So, like 3,000 miles away. So, no, but if you find some cloudy for weeks, we've had the total opposite. I don't know what news you get of California, but we have some record-breaking wildfires going on. There's one that's going to be approaching. It's approaching 1 million acres, which I don't know how to translate into square footage that or square land area. Square footage isn't even the right term, but square meterage. But it's huge, and the smoke from it, like I said, if this is the United States and the fire is here in California, the satellite image of the smoke is blowing all the way across the United States. It's just terrible. So I don't know if you'll be able to see out my screen. Oh, look. Oh, shoot, a bird just landed just right there. See, the sky is pretty blue today, but like over there, it can come. No, see, even on the screen, it still looks pretty blue. It's just been where you can see the smoke in the street. Like, yeah. Like even looking down the street right here, like where that lady is standing at the car, it would be smoky, and you could still see her that close, but there would be a definite haze between us, and the sky would just be terrible brown, kind of that color. It's been really bad. Oh, I think the bird is coming. Oh, I refilled my bird feeder. I think I'm sitting right by the open window, so I hear it land and then it hears me and it takes off. So, okay. Well, thank you for sharing your good news. I hope you're really able to enjoy your sunny weather. Since it's nice out, hopefully I'll be able to maybe go walking on my lunch break tomorrow and I can share a new neighborhood. That would be cool. I walked almost 2 miles yesterday, but I needed some alone time. Oh, wait, we got a bird. Hold on. There you go. You see him? Oh, no, he's hiding. I know it's not the greatest through the screen. Okay. Okay, well, thanks for hanging out with me. Oh, he threw away anytime I start talking. I am going to stop here, and then I'm going to go read the next installment of Moby Dick in a few minutes. And yeah, then I probably better like work on my actual chores. You know, the laundry's not going to put itself away, unfortunately. If I could figure that out, that would be really, really excellent news. Sorry, that gradient wasn't very. I think part of my style is smooth gradients, because they just really bug me if they're not smooth, and that's. I might have to erase some of that because now it's getting too dark. That's too funny. Yeah, I think because a lot of people can just do really blotchy backgrounds, and I hate when they're not smooth. So I think it's definitely got to be considered part of my style. But anyway, thanks for sharing your good news, Anthony. I appreciate that very much. And I will see you all later. Thanks for hanging out with me.